triangle inequality related to the modulus. Step by step we need to prove. Okay, so there are different parts actually. If the first part is clear, then automatically we will arrive to the second part. And in proving this triangle inequality, we are going to utilize all different properties related to the modulus which we discussed in the previous classes. Okay, and see, based on this triangle inequality, again there are some problems and we will solve those problems in the next point actually. And now first of all, see, look at the problem. First of all, you just pay attention on this first statement, and in that first statement you just think about this part first. So my idea is proving this mod x plus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y at first. And for that, what I am going to do, see, we are going to solve the problem in different parts. Okay, step by step, part by part we need to prove. Right, the first thing is, yeah, just have a look. See, as we mentioned in the last class, x is always less than or equals to mod x, as well as y is always less than or equals to mod y, irrespective of the sign of x. It may be positive and it may be negative. For sure, x is less than or equals to mod x and y is less than or equals to mod y. If you add these two, you will get that x plus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y by adding this. Yeah, see, always x is less than or equals to mod x and y is less than or equals to mod y. We know these two, and then if you add, this is x plus y less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. And similar to that, along with x, minus x is also less than or equals to mod x. You just check with different examples. Already I mentioned you in the previous points. Minus x is also less than or equals to mod x. Minus y is also less than or equals to mod y. And if you add these two, you will get that minus x and minus y means minus of x plus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. Just have a look. And at the end I have two statements here. First one is x plus y less than or equals to mod x plus mod y, and the second one is minus of x plus y less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. Now just have a look. X plus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y is the first relation, and the second relation is minus of x plus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. Yeah, and then I will rewrite this second statement. See, if you multiply both sides with a minus sign, this less than or equals to will become greater than or equals to, and it becomes like x plus y is greater than or equals to, so yeah, since we are multiplying with minus sign, the right side you will get minus of mod x plus mod y. So this is greater than or equals to this minus mod x plus mod y, and if you write in this such manner, minus of mod x plus mod y is less than or equals to x plus y. Just have a look. This is the first relation and this is the second relation, and just I am rearranging the second relation in such a manner. And now if you just pay your attention on these two, what are those two? X plus y less than or equals to mod x plus mod y, along with minus of mod x plus mod y is less than or equals to x plus y. So to avoid some confusion, for some time you just take mod x plus mod y is equals to t. If you just take mod x plus mod y is equals to this for some time, just to avoid confusion, then what you have? So by taking that mod x plus mod y is equals to t, then just look there. This second statement tells us that minus t is less than or equals to x plus y. Is it clear? This mod x plus mod y is t, what I considered that, and this is minus t which is less than or equals to x plus y. And now look at the first statement, and this is x plus y less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. As we took that mod x plus mod y as t, so replace here with t, so this x plus y is less than or equals to t. Now just have a look, just think about it. X plus y value is just in between minus t and t. So since it is in between minus t and t, it is very clear that modulus of x plus y is less than or equals to t. So as we solved many problems based on that modulus, if modulus of something is less than or equals to t, that something for sure lies in between minus t and t. Just in reverse order we just observe that, okay. And at the end, modulus of x plus y is less than or equals to t. And since modulus of x plus y less than or equals to t, and what is t ultimately? This t is mod x plus mod y, right? And from there it is very clear that therefore mod x plus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. At the end, this first part completed. See, look at the problem. We are proving triangle inequality. And in this triangle inequality, mod less of mod x minus mod y is less than or equals to mod x plus y less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. Similar to that, we have for x minus y also. And to prove these two statements, specifically the first one, and in that first one, first we are going to prove the second part. And what is that? Mod x plus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y, which I highlighted with the green color. That part we are going to prove it first. And to prove this, my ideas are mod x and mod y for sure are greater than x and y as well as minus x and minus y. If you use these two and at the end combination of these two, you have that mod x plus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. The first part gets completed. Okay, and based on this again we need to prove the remaining. Okay, so you just take everything as a 11a, and then I will discuss 11b, after that 11c, like that I will move. Just have a look. Look there at the board. In proving triangle inequality, the first part gets completed, and while proving the next part, see, instead of proving the second part, and now I am just paying my concentration on this part. Mod x minus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. And to prove that, already we have this in this a, that means in this statement, you just replace y with minus y. Replace y by minus y in a. You just replace y with minus y in a. Yeah, if you replace such that, what will happen? See, modulus of x plus of replacing y with minus y is less than or equals to mod x plus modulus of replacing y with minus y. And at the end, this is what modulus of x minus y is less than or equals to mod x plus modulus of minus y is mod y. So modulus of y and modulus of minus y both are same. The result is ultimately positive. And just have a look at this. This is that red colored shaded part. Mod x minus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. Very clear, right? And then after this, I am going to prove this part. To prove that, just look there what I am doing. Okay. See. Yeah. For that C, first of all I will start with mod x. Mod x is equals to modulus of x plus y minus y I will write. Is there anything wrong? Yeah, I am going to prove the first part. And to prove the first part, you just start your work with modulus of x and rewrite this x as x plus y minus y. And this modulus of x plus y minus y, it is just like of this format, right? First value minus second value. So this is for sure is less than or equals to modulus of x plus y plus mod y. Okay. This less than or equals to I am writing, we use with the help of b. And at the end, what we have? Modulus of x is less than or equals to modulus of x plus y plus mod y. And send this mod y this side. You have that mod x minus mod y is less than or equals to mod x plus y. Just have a look. Very interesting fact actually. Mod x minus mod y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. Okay. And see, since this value is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y, and for sure its modulus is also less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. This is one part. Similarly, we can prove modulus of y minus modulus of x is less than or equals to mod x plus y. Why? Because if you start your work with mod x, you will get mod x minus mod y. Whereas if you start your work with modulus of y in a similar manner, you will get that mod y minus mod x is less than or equals to mod x plus y. Again, just have a look. If you treat it as some p is less than or equals to mod x plus y, as well as minus p is also less than or equals to mod x plus y, and by combining these two, for sure it is very clear that modulus of that p, modulus of mod x minus mod y is less than or equals to modulus of x plus y, and this is the second part. Okay, which there ends the proving this first statement of triangle inequality, right? And already we proved the second part of the second statement like this, and now here in this statement, if we replace y with minus y, you will get the remaining part. There ends the triangle inequality. Just have a look, and then I will give you why we are calling it as a triangle inequality, and what are different problems to solve this triangle, using this triangle inequality. Everything I am going to discuss. Just have a look. After the completion of C, just look there, D. You just replace y by minus y in C, just as in B. And if you replace y with minus y, you will get that the second part of the second statement. And at the end, we have what? We have two statements related to the triangle inequality. And why we are calling it as a triangle inequality? Because we know that in a triangle, difference of two sides is less than or equals to third side is less than or equals to sum of two sides. In any triangle we have such relation. What is that relation? Difference of two sides is less than or equals to third side is less than or equals to sum of other two sides. This is very basic and useful triangle inequality. Okay, it is there in triangles. For since it has three sides, and the relation on those three sides is this. See, for suppose if you think about the situation, mod x, mod y, and modulus of x plus y. If you treat these three as three sides of the triangle, and the difference of two sides, difference means larger minus smaller. Since we don't know larger and smaller, just take it as difference of two sides as this, which is less than or equals to third side mod x plus y, which is less than or equals to sum of two sides mod x plus mod y. So if you take a triangle having mod x, mod y, and mod x plus y as sides, then usually you will get this triangle inequality. And this inequality at the end, if you look, see, this inequality is just in the form of the basic triangle inequality, and that's why we are calling it as triangle inequality of the modulus. This is triangle inequality in geometry basically, and this inequality is just similar to that triangle inequality, and that's why we call it as triangle inequality of the modulus, similar to the second one. If you suppose mod x, mod y, and mod x minus y as three sides of the triangle, then we have that inequality. Again, this is just similar to the triangle inequality, and that's why we are calling this as triangle inequality of the modulus. So at the end, with all the discussion, we proved and we generated the triangle inequality of the modulus. Okay, so these are the two statements which relates to the triangle inequality. And now we need to think about the next part, or this part. See, this mod of mod x minus mod y is less than or equals to mod x plus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. And the next idea is whenever it attains equality, whenever mod x plus y is equals to mod x plus mod y, as well as whenever this mod x plus y is less than mod x plus mod y. So when you go for such analysis, what you will get? Okay, A, B, C, D. Okay, then think about E. If mod x plus y is equals to mod x plus mod y. So as we mentioned that this mod x plus y is less than or equals to mod x plus mod y. So sometimes it is equal as well as sometimes it is lesser, and we need to separate these two. Whenever it happens, okay, and whenever it happens, if you go for that analyzation, see, as we discussed some proofs, right, in A, B, C, D, if you observe all those things, it is very clear that if x and y are positive, say, if x and y are positive, then we have that mod x plus y is equals to mod x plus mod a. So it is very clear, right? Since x and y are positive, x plus y for sure positive, so this left side is x plus y, right side is also x plus y, so both are equal, right? And that's why mod x plus y is equals to mod x plus mod y if x into y greater than 0 or equals to 0. Equals to 0 in the sense x into y 0. X into y 0 when happens? X into y 0 happens if one of them is 0. If you take any one of them is 0, for sure both sides are right? And that's why if xy is greater than 0. And whereas coming to this, mod x plus y is less than mod x plus mod y, then automatically it is true if x into y is less than 0. Just observe it. If you need, you just take some numbers in the place of x and y such that x into y negative in one case and x into y positive in one case. Easily you will verify these two, okay? And whereas the second statement, if modulus of x minus y is equals to mod x plus mod y, whenever it happens, if x into y less than or equals to 0, it is clear, or otherwise it is not clear. Okay, you just go with some examples. X and y is negative, so one is positive and other is negative. So based on that, easily you will arrive this situation. Okay, if one is positive and one is negative, if x is positive, you will get that mod x as x, and if y is negative, you get mod y as minus y. So this side we have x minus y, and this side also, since x is positive and y is negative, so x minus 1 is positive. This side also have x minus y. So this equality attains if xy is greater than 0, as well as this inequality attains if x into y is greater than 0. Just have a look. And at the end, instead of the triangle inequality, we will use these 4 statements to solve different problems. Okay, just have a look, and then I will give you some problems in the next point 12. Just look at the board. So 3 problems. Okay, these 3 problems are just relates to the previous concept. Okay, which I mentioned in the 11th point, and we are going to utilize those to solve these problems. First of all, look at the first problem. Mod x minus 2 plus mod 3x minus 4 is equals to modulus of 4x minus 6. Okay, see, for suppose if there is no any pattern in between these 3 numbers, we solve this just by splitting the number line into different regions. Okay, by using critical points, we need to divide the problem into 3 cases, different cases. Whenever it is positive, whenever it is positive, whenever it is positive, likewise we need to think and we need to split in different cases, and then we will solve. But here in this problem, there is a beautiful observation that this x minus 2 and this 3x minus 4, if you add, you will get this 4x minus 6. So for suppose if you say it as p, if you take it as q, and for sure this is p plus q. So mod p plus mod q is equals to mod p plus q. Okay, the given problem is in this format. And now this is true only if the product p and q is greater than or equals to 0. Already I mentioned it in the previous point. Okay, and that's why p into q greater than or equals to 0. And since this p into q greater than or equals to 0, this p is simply x minus 2, whereas this q is 3x minus 4, this product is greater than or equals to 0. So this is a quadratic inequality, and we know that, see, finding x from this is just nothing but x values are less than or equals to the smaller number and greater than or equals to the larger number. The two roots here are 2 and 4 by 3. So x value is less than or equals to smaller 4 by 3 and greater than or equals to 2. At the end, the final answer is x less than or equals to 4 by 3 or x greater than or equals to 2. So if you, for suppose if you need any verification, just take any value which is less than 4 by 3 or which is greater than 2, for sure it satisfies that equation. So that's the first problem. Okay, just have a look, and then we are going to solve the second problem, B. Okay, just think about it, how to solve. Now just think about the second bit, B, and the second bit is just mod x square minus 4 minus modulus of x square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to modulus of 5x minus 10. And again, as we discussed in the first problem, A bit, now you just take this x square minus 4 as p and this x square minus 5x plus 6 as some q. Then you just calculate this p minus q, and it is clearly 5x minus 10. So the problem is just mod p minus mod q is equals to modulus of p minus q. Since this is the problem, this is correct whenever this product is negative, p and q is negative. So after that, what is p? So after that, the p is simply nothing but x square minus 4 into q is simply nothing but x square minus 5x plus 6, which is less than or equals to 0. So p into q is negative, so that p and q, the product is negative. So we need to calculate the values of x because the situation is to solve, right? And what you say about that x square minus 4? X square minus 4 is simply x minus 2 into x plus 2. And what you say about this x square minus 5x plus 6, and which is again x minus 2 into x minus 3, which is less than or equals to 0. So the product of these 4 terms is less than or equals to 0 and I need to solve it. So for the space I am erasing this. Okay. And now just think about it. X minus 2 into x plus 2 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 is less than or equals to 0. Here if you just think about it, x minus 2 into x minus 2 and this x minus 2 into x minus 2 is x minus 2 whole square. So this implies x minus 2 whole square into x plus 2 into x minus 3 is less than or equals to 0. X minus 2 into x minus 2 is x minus 2 whole square into x plus 2 into x minus 3 less than or equals to 0. Now think about it. See, this product is completely negative and we are very sure that this x minus 2 whole square positive. Is it right? So always this x minus 2 whole square is positive. And since it is positive, the product is negative. So we need to say that this is negative. And since this is negative, you need to take it like this. X plus 2 into x minus 3 is less than or equals to 0. The product completely negative and we are sure that this is positive and that's why this is clearly negative. So x plus 2 into x minus 3 less than or equals to 0. And since this product is less than or equals to 0, the roots are minus 2 and 3. Since we have less than or equals to sign, the values of x which are clearly in between minus 2 and 3. And at the end, every value which is in between minus 2 and 3 for sure satisfies this equation, and the solution of this modulus equation are the values of x which are in between minus 2 and 3. Okay, just have a look. Now just think about that C bit. Again that C is of the format. Okay, just look there. This is mod x. This is mod x in x by x minus 1. This is x square by x minus 1. This x square by x minus 1 is simply nothing but x plus x by x minus 1. Just think it. X plus x by x minus 1. If you simplify, x square minus x, this plus x will get cancelled. X square by x minus 1 it is. So if you rewrite this x square by x minus 1 in such a manner, you will get that modulus of p plus modulus of q is equals to modulus of p plus q. And it is correct whenever that p into q is positive, as you mentioned. This is correct if p into q is greater than or equals to 0. And x into x by x minus 1 is greater than or equals to 0. X square by x minus 1 is greater than or equals to 0. And the numerator is always positive. So the fraction is also given as positive. So from there it is very clear that x minus 1 also should be greater than 0. And that x greater than 1 is the solution. There ends the problem. Okay. Just have a look, and for C your answers are x greater than 1. Okay.